And good evening. Yes, we're back. We're back again in Trainsim. If you're watching live, a thing I hadn't planned on doing, but X-Plane is severely broken for me. So in Trainsim, I thought I'd leap for an hour and do a journey we haven't done before, which is all in red. So that's not good. Take 360104 from Ilford Depot to Shenfield. We add another 4-car unit to form a service into London Liverpool Street. It doesn't sound complicated at all, does it? It does say it's an hour, so we will jump straight in and do that. Hello again. Yeah, if you're new to my videos, welcome. Trainsim is making a return to the channel, albeit slowly and once a fortnight at the moment. Normal content for me, though, is OMSI on a Monday, tourist bus on a Wednesday, firm bus on a Friday, something currently from ETS2 on a Saturday, the occasional random Sunday as well, and once a fortnight, yep, trains on a Tuesday, flight on a Thursday. So yes, if you're watching this live, I was supposed to be coming back after just streaming some firm bus and said I'll be 10-15 minutes and we'll be doing some X-Plane out of JFK, but I've spent the last 30 minutes trying to get X-Plane to work and it just won't load. I've tried changing planes, I've tried deleting scenery I had for JFK thinking that would be it, and there is an update for X-Plane, but that would take a long time, so I think in the update it is something it needs, so it just didn't have the time to do that. So okay, take 360104 from Ilford Depot to Shenfield. Once there, connect up to 360107 to form an 8-car train back to the capital. Okay, so we've got to put wipers on, really, haven't we? I'm guessing, well, we've got power, so how can we not? Oh, there we go. So we're currently a 4-car. And we got to go 11 miles to Electric Down Shenfield. Just reset. Look that way. Reset track high heart. So we look down. There we go. Down at the gauges. Okay, got 25 limit. So yeah, I was looking forward to some flying. Sam, unfortunately, I was due to be flying with this evening, if you're watching this live. Couldn't make it, which is a good thing because my X-Plane, as I said, is broken. So I will hopefully have to get that fixed by the time we do some flying on Sunday. So I thought I'd do an hour in this. So we've got 50 coming up. And then a 90 coming up. Still not a huge fan of electrics. I do prefer diesel. Some of them are quite nice, but I know it's the future and all that, but I don't know, I just prefer the way a diesel sounds. I know electric's less polluting. Some would argue it wasn't because you still got to burn fuel to make electricity. But I just think there's a certain something about a diesel. You're that way with cars. Well, don't get me wrong, I would love an electric car. If my lottery numbers come up tonight, I would be buying a Tesla. I'm already minus 8 points. That's a good start. Twains, exactly. And not really a passenger run this, more of a shunting run. Well, unless we do end up picking passengers on the way back, so I don't want a Nissan Leaf then. I would quite happily have, I'd hate to say it, a Prius. It's just currently I got no way of plugging in an electric car that's when it's on the street. My little diesel car sounds like a mini tractor. Electric ones are soundless, sneaks up on you. They are quite sneaky, electric cars. Yeah, 360. Not my favourite train. It looks damn ugly at the front, but I do like an open cab. Yeah, one of them was a company car back in 2008. What, a Prius? But battery technology has come on a long way since then. Lights. Yeah, I'd sort of forgotten lights. I've got them switched on here. Oh, damn it, I'm speeding again. I do panic when it goes quiet. If I could find the light switch. That's cab lights, because that's bloody bright, isn't it? Not on that one. Oh, we got thingy lights now. Master key, don't want that. Directional lever, don't want that. What the hell's the light switch? Not behind me or something stupid, are they? Ah, we don't need lights. I can see where I'm going. It'll all be good. Right, AWS just bleeped at me then. That's not a good sign. I'm not really paying attention to any signals or anything. I was looking for my light switch. It's very juddery, this map. I'm also slowing down. Alright, so we've got 5 miles to go. So we've got to stop. 360 is the least good Greater Anglia train. Yeah, I saw a video the other day Jeff Marshall did on the replacement to the Pacer. I've still yet to go on a Pacer. It is on my list of things I want to do. Is to go on a Pacer before they're all gone. So 5 miles to go before we've got to stop. So we've got a couple up to them. And pick up passengers, pick up passengers, pick up... Oh, we have got to do a bit of a stop. Oh my good God. Yeah, we've got to do a bit of a stopping service. .755s will replace these by mid-2020. Nice. And these will be farmed off somewhere else, I should imagine. They'll go to India or somewhere. Choo choo indeed, Dave. So 3 miles and then we've got to stop. And then there's some coupling to do. That's not going to go wrong at all, is it? Oh, they're going to East Midlands. Okay. A bit of an uphill leg as well. Wow, that's very jittery. So yeah, next weekend, all being well, I'm going to attempt to do a London to Scotland. I've got all the bits, and hopefully with Larwood's help, I'll be being able to stitch the bits together and then do complete London to Scotland run, which can take about 5 hours. So next weekend, at some point over the weekend, I don't know which day or what time yet, we'll be doing the full London to Scotland stream. That's going to be pretty cool. Right, we got a 30 limit coming up, and we got to stop in a mile a bit, so I'll start braking slowly. I'm guessing there'll be some switching ends. Wow, that's so glitchy. Alright, double yellows. Slowing it right down. It's one of the more demanding routes. Right, track change coming up. Single yellow, which means the next one could be a red, so be prepared to stop. So 30 on this track, which is where we're going. And down there is in fact a red. How long have I been doing this route? Since the start of the stream. Right, we have a red. So we got to connect this, what's this, 5 car? 3, 4, 5 car. So we got to stop down here. Oh, we have stopped, 0.2 miles, okay. It's a weird looking plane. Yeah, X-plane was all kinds of broken for me, so I had to think of something I could fire up quickly. You have to stop in the place. Well, so in 0.2 of a mile, I have to stop exact, do I? Ah, there we go. Anyway, your tour guide is here and ready for duty. Where's next, boss? Oh, I didn't want to... I pressed the wrong one. F1. Well, eventually we're going to Liverpool Street in London. That's going to be a while, I think. Let Signal know you're ready to couple up by requesting permission to proceed forward. I just did that. Request to pass signal at danger approved. What could possibly go wrong with this? Where's the next station? Shenfield. Right, so 0.25 miles, or mile even. We got to stop at Shenfield. So you've got to be exact with the stopping, I'm guessing, on this one then. So we've got a couple up to that car down there. Doesn't seem right, does it? Travelling towards a stationary train. Shenfield is an affluent commuter suburb of Brentwood in a borough of the same name in Essex, England. Essex! Short and simple, exactly. Coupling complete, change cabs ready to head back towards London and commence passenger loading. F Door, thank you very much for the follow. Much appreciated. No, that's not a thing, is it? I'm walking backwards for Christmas. Nope. Okay, why are my wipers not working? It's the right end, isn't it? You have to use the knob. Well, I didn't before. I pressed the... There you go. They're working in this cab. There we go. Oh, I haven't got it setting forward. Okay, why am I moving? That's going... Hang on, I'm confused as to which way I'm supposed to be going now. You put the reverser forward while the power's on. Right, hang on. That's from going. Okay. Reversing to forward. Nothing. The other way. It can't be the other way. I need to look at the map. Oh, this F... no, cancel. What's the... Oh, God's sake, hang on. It's not the other way. That. Okay. I just came in that way. So I need to go back that way, don't I? Harold Wood is the next. So that's coming that way. Shenfield's London Liverpool Street. So yeah. Right. So it's not. It's this way. That is the correct way because I just came in this way and it said change ends. Turn it off and then put in neutral and wait for the AWS. Right, forward. Nothing. I need to release the brake pressure. Use the knob in the cab. Oh, this isn't easy, is it? Hang on, is it? Have I got something set in? Let me just change. Hang on, that brake's on. Should actually be on minimum. Should be on off, surely. See, that's saying that's on emergency. Keep it in neutral and hold it at B minimum. Okay, hang on. Neutral. I need to turn the knob to off first. No wonder trains are always late, exactly. See, it's not doing a thing. It's broken. Right. Turn that to off. Eddie, wow, thank you very much for your subscription. Much appreciated. There we go. Found the button. Right. That to off. Okay. Then that to forward. Wait for the AWS. Nothing. Not a thing. Wait. You need to do all that with the... Okay, so apply the brake. Okay. Go to off. Go to forward. Still nothing. Blimey, it isn't easy, is it? Right. Use the reverse knob in the cab, turn it to off, and then put it in neutral, which it is, and wait for the AWS. Right, now put it in neutral. reset the AWS. Then put it in forward. Nothing. Oh, not a thing. There we go. Yeah, it just suddenly clicked to me. I remember before having to go to full brake. Well, that's put us really behind now, isn't it? Mine's trying to work out the OMSI 2 IBIS. Yeah, for some of the OMSI 2 IBISes. IBISi? IBISes? Those things. Damn complicated. Trains then. Yeah, X-plane was broken, Ben. Right, so Brentwood. So now a much longer train that the passengers have been sat on the platform or sat in the back of the train going, why are we moving? What's going on? I got kicked out of train school, yeah. Right, back towards Brentwood. Thank you for the host again, Ben. Brentwood is a town in the borough of Brentwood in the county of Essex in the east of England. It is in the London commuter belt 20 miles east-northeast of Charing Cross and near the M25 motorway. Latest figures suggest a town of population of 79,000. Sonata, thanks for the host. 79,000, that seems not very many people. Nowhere near the London Borough of Brent. Well, as in David. Not that I ever watched that. Train to Swindon. No, I could have done a Swindon route. But no, I just looked at a route that was about an hour. Brentwood has a proper Essex accent. Never been to Essex. Right, slightly late. Due in at 10:46, arrives at 10:55. Oops. My bad. I couldn't get the train moving, could I? Not very busy in here, is it? Timiness penalty minus 8,042 points. We're doing well then. Next is Harold Wood, Brent's younger brother. You might want to F2 to save every station. This scenario has a habit of... Oh, God. Crashing. Well, if it crashes, I'll just quit. At least these stations actually exist. Well, yeah, there is that. I've heard of Brentwood. I've never heard of Haroldwood. I'm guessing, as they say, it does actually exist. He says other trains on this line. Haroldwood is a suburban neighbourhood in the London Borough of Havering, East London, situated 16.5 miles east-northeast of Charing Cross and near the Greater London boundary. Why are you using Charing Cross as a point of reference? Is that the centre of London or something? Right, so I'm being trying to be careful not to speed. How did you get minus 8,000? Because I'm running like 10 minutes late. So we're due into Haroldwood at 10:51. It's currently 10:58. I don't know, it didn't take me 10 minutes to sort the brakes out, did it? So I don't know how it's got me 10 minutes late. That's so glitchy. Charing Cross is a junction in London, England, where 6 routes meet clockwise from north. These are the east side of Trafalgar Square leading to Martin's Place, and Charing Cross Road to Strand, Northumberland Avenue, Whitehall, the Mall, and Buckingham Palace, and 2 short roads leading to Pall Mall. Well, there you go. That was an actual thing. That's a long old train. Wow. This game's actually on my SSD as well, so I don't know why it's glitching. Right, into Haroldwood then we come. Like a geography lesson, it's pointless and boring. Well, some bits of geography can be quite interesting. But I must say, geography, of all the subjects at school, is one of those ones where you don't think it's actually going to be useful, but with us, when it comes to flight sims, etc., it's actually quite handy knowing roughly where you're flying to and from. It's quite useful, and to know the geography of the country, even, which a lot of people don't. I bet you ask a lot of school kids in the UK to point to where their town is on a map of England, they couldn't tell you. Was it I read somewhere that a lot of Americans can't even point to America on a globe? Not saying anything about Americans there. I mean, it might come handy when I'm in London next week, but that's about it. Timeless penalty, minus 7,770. We are doing well. Currently on minus 15,780 points. You're a geography dyslexic, totally hopeless. Problem is nowadays with the likes of sat-navs, People don't need to know how to get from point A to point B. And used to be your local line. Cool. You know, I've had drivers working for me over the years. One guy a couple of years ago rang in tears because his sat-nav had died. Didn't have any data on his phone, so couldn't use Google Maps. And didn't know where he was. Because he was just so used to following the sat-nav. So I had to direct him over the phone to a main road. Because I knew where he just delivered to. So the problem is people now rely on sat-navs too much, so aren't looking at road signs. I was always taught, you know, the amount of time, especially being a motorcyclist as I was, you can't keep stopping and bringing a map out. You've got to roughly pick a route before you leave home. So yeah, you follow the main road to Salisbury from Swindon, for example, then follow the road to Bournemouth and get to Bournemouth. No, he didn't have a map because he relied on his sat-nav. And he had a company phone, but which wasn't a phone with maps on it. He had no data on his personal phone, so couldn't get on Google Maps. Thankfully, he was just leaving the site where he delivered to, south of Swindon. So I had to direct him to a main road, and so he could find his way back. But he was literally in tears because his sat-nav had died. Because he didn't have the charger for it, so it ran out of power. Well, yeah, I've been doing that. I've been out and around this week, going to places I've never been to before. So I have used Google Maps a couple of times, but I've got rough knowledge of how to get to places. Well, again, even things like that. If someone said to me now, drive to Hull, and you can't use any sort of navigation device, train might be slightly hanging off the back there, I'd know how to get there. You can download map in Google Maps as well, as it works with your offline. Yes, you can. So yeah, you can download a route to your phone, so it'll work. Minus 6,286. We're going well. Right, Romford is next. These stations are pretty close together, aren't they? So we're on currently minus 22,066. I realise it's getting dark in here. Let me put my lamp on. If I can reach to it. There we go. I got to remember how to get from Leeds coach station to Leeds train station and work my way around Swinton. Never been to either. Well, again, that's where Google Maps on your phone is quite good, isn't it? You can get walking directions. Yeah, I drive a lot less than I did, obviously, over the last 18 months. Well, up to, yeah, the last 2.5 years. For an 18-month period, I was all over the place. But travel a lot less. Although tomorrow I'm going to the coast, a place that I've been to hundreds of times, and yet I should still have Google Maps on in the car because it warns me of any traffic and any issues. And as soon as I leave the house, I know how long it's going to take me. And before I've done that, and then decided not to go because it says like 2.5 hours to do a journey. It should take 1.5 hours, and I'm like, I won't bother then. Right, Romford, here we come. Romford is a large town in London, or actually in London now, are we? And the administrative centre of the London Borough of Havening is located 14 miles northwest of Charing Cross and is one of the major metropolitan centres identified in the London Plan. Historically, Romford was a market town in the county of Essex and formed an administrative centre at the Liberty of Havening until it was dissolved in 1892. Some say London, some say in Essex. Yeah, I thought Romford was in Essex. Romford's now on Crossrail. The Elizabeth, the purple Liz Cross line, whatever it's called. If you watch Jeff Marshall on YouTube, of course. You think Essex was in London? Well, less said there, Liam, the better. Yeah, new train into London line. That's it. Right, Chadwell Heath. Hello, Chadwell here. God, that's a blast from my past. What was that from? Well, yeah, bits of East London are a bit Essexy. Then you go across to West London. My parents are from South London. Thankfully I was born here. But it was nearly Australian. That's a whole other thing. South London, exactly. South London. Yeah, Forest Hill and Lewisham. Where I spent a lot of time as a kid in Forest Hill. Down south, innit? A lot of time in my late teens and 20s in Birmingham. Right, 1.71 miles to Chadwell here. Chadwell Heath. I'm going to have to Google that. That's something from my youth. Must be on TV. Right, we've got greens though. And a 70 limit. 1.4 miles to Chadwell. You're out, love. I'm from up north. Exactly. I said up until I drove up to Scotland last year, I'd never been any further north than Blackpool. I haven't been any further east than Grantham. And obviously west went to Northern Ireland last year. And obviously I've been down to Land's End, so that's the furthest south in the UK you can go. Bing. Any further north? No, further east than Grantham. So went up to Dundee last year. And a little place up along the coast, north east of Dundee. I can't remember what it was called, but it was pretty much shut when I got there. And that was in August. Right, Chadwell Heath we are at. Lowest aft on the Great Eastern Main Line is the furthest East English settlement. Well, there you go. I've always wanted to go to Norfolk. That's always a place that's intrigued me. And open the doors. And open the doors. Oh, we have. Why are they not opening? Okay, well the doors didn't open, but passengers appeared to be embarking and disembarking. Is Grantham the furthest north east in England you've been? Yes. Right, good maze. 0.72 of a mile. It's hardly worth driving the flipping train. Surely they can just walk here. Well, there's lots of places in the UK that I want to go. So I went to Northern Ireland last year. First time in not only Ireland, but Northern Ireland. Well, I didn't get to Ireland. Was stunning. Really, really nice part, which the plan was to go back this year, but that didn't happen. Yeah, Scotland was really, really nice. And obviously spent a bit of time, thanks to Gazariah from here, who lives in just outside Grantham. Spent a bit of time up and around there the year before last, and the early part of last year. Actually, the last time I saw Gaz was last October. Went up to his place. That's a really nice part of the country. So yeah, lots of the UK. Spent a lot of time down in Devon, Cornwall, a bit of South Wales beginning of last year as well. Certainly travelled around last year. Right, here we are in Good Maze. Due in 11:04, it's 11:13, so we are running about 9 minutes late. No bad maze here, exactly, only good maze. Oh, I really want to do farming again. Past some fields and some tractors trundling around today. It's like, that's definitely going to be a winter return, I think. Farm sim. That's just so relaxing. Right, time minus penalty. Minus 8,394. Seven Kings is next in 0.72 of a mile. These stations are getting closer together. You'll be able to wave at the people on the next platform. Furthest south you've been is Portsmouth or Isle of Man. And the furthest north is either Scarborough or Preston. Well, I'm going to Portsmouth tomorrow. I shall be wandering round by the Spinnaker tomorrow. Seven Kings was where I lived and I worked on London buses. Oh, nice. Be able to see how accurate the station is then. Because Swindon, in this, I think it wasn't Trainsim World, was it? Swindon in this was really well done. It's so accurate. Right, into Seven Kings. So I'll do a zoomed out view in a second. So glitchy. Suppose another train was coming in. Seven Kings, a district of Redbridge in London, England, situated approximately 2 miles from Ilford town centre. Seven Kings forms the part of Ilford Post, historically part of Essex. It was part of the municipal borough of Ilford until 1965, when it was incorporated into Greater London. And there we go. There is Seven Kings. And we're heading that away. Well, unless it gets us to turn round again. Which hopefully it doesn't. Timeliness penalty, minus 10,136. Oh, come on, don't do it again. There we go. Right, 1.2 miles to Ilford. God, these stations are getting so far apart. Bong. One mile. Definitely a bit rainy. Ah, shut that alarm up. And that one. Anyway, going to go back to the Xbox an hour or two, then going to go to sleep. And nice to be back in a bed. I can fit in after 4 days. Appearing stream tomorrow, and I shall join Discord again too. Yeah, cheers, Liam. Have a good night. Ilford Depot. Ilford TMD used to see GWR stuff there being refurbed. Oh, blimey. Well, yeah, a lot of the rolling stock does sort of make its way around, doesn't it? It doesn't just stay with one line. But it is a shame to see the old 125s, because I could hear them on a good night here. I've had the windows open. I could hear them powering in and out of Swindon Station. And they do sound nice. So I should miss that. Right, into Ilford we come. It was when First was updating the coaches and sent them here to have the work done. Oh, okay. When FCC retired all their 321s, GA took loads over, so there are always some at Liverpool Street that are blue with pink doors. Oh, nice. You can see that they haven't painted everywhere. Now we've arrived at Ilford. We're getting closer, which is a good thing, because if we're getting further away, then we're really doing something wrong. How many points are we going to lose now? Minus 15,198. This is mad. Minus 69,990 points. Right, Manor Park. I've been to Manor Park. I'm sure I've been to Manor Park. I don't know why I would have been to Manor Park, but I think I've been to Manor Park. I said Manor Park a lot then. We still get to see GW HSTs down here as a short castle sets. Yeah, HSTs are still running on bits of the line, just not doing the main sort of Swansea to London. Or London to Plymouth, are they? They're not doing the long bit. Right, train coming up as I'm going down. I can hear a helicopter. Ah, you're not getting me with your speeding. Yeah, I do miss the old HSTs with the old slam shut doors. Had that certain smell to them and that noise when they pulled away. It's just really nice. Did a lot of travelling on them back in the 90s. I used to be able to go from Swindon to Birmingham and pick which route I wanted depending on what train. So I could either go Swindon to Bristol Parkway, Swindon to Bristol Temple Meads, or Swindon to Cheltenham, or Swindon to Gloucester, which went into Cheltenham back out again. So depending on where the quickest connection was. The only restriction was don't go through London, so it was great. And stop. Until the end of this year, the slam door class 90s will serve Norwich to Liverpool Street. Oh, cool. New trains have got GWR, a lot of bad press as they don't have room for bikes and surfboards. Yeah. And there's no, you can't walk down the whole length of the train, can you? Was it a 4-car and a 5-car when it's a 9-car? So it's 2 separate units. It's not one complete train. Forest Gate. Now, are we going to get to the minus 100,000 points? How many more stops do you got to go? Forest Gate, Maryland, Stratford, and then Liverpool Street. So not many to go. I'll save it because it'd be really embarrassing if it died now. So yeah, we'll finish this journey and then call it a night for tonight. That'll be 2 streams done this evening. Won't be streaming tomorrow afternoon, but we'll be back tomorrow night for some Saturday night trucking and tunes in American Truck Sim tomorrow night. So I should be in the gorgeous sounding W900. Enjoy 10 FPS at Liverpool Street. Yeah, someone commented on one of the YouTube videos the other day saying, you know, how do I get such good FPS? I don't look at my FPS. I don't know what it's putting out because it would scare me. In some of the planes in X-Plane, on the little Navi tab, it tells you what your FPS is. But I don't look on stuff like this. To me, as long as it looks smooth and is playable, that's good enough. But it can't be any worse than when I flew into JFK last Saturday night, I think it was. That was quite bad. Trust me, you'll know you have low FPS at Liverpool Street. Well, we'll see in a couple of, in about 10 minutes time. Don't know why I'm quite going so slow, but okay. Didn't see much point in accelerating to then slam the brakes on again. So in we come to Forest Gate. This route is one of Dovetail's worst for frames. Well, you get stuff like that, then yeah. There's the odd one. What was it, Chatham Mainline, or one of the ones we did a few weeks ago? Wasn't great for FPS. It was just quite laggy. It's really old. Oh, okay, so it's not been optimized is the word, I think. Right, Maryland is next. If anyone fancies a cookie, hop out. Minus 17,330. So we're on minus 102,738 so far. And we are running 11 minutes late. Going for a new record, yeah. So don't forget, if you're enjoying the chat, enjoying the community, don't forget there is a Discord server. The link is there in chat. If you're not already in there, it is a brilliant community. We are looking for more people to be a bit more, or vocal, I suppose is a word I've been using, to post a bit more, share screenshots of the games you're playing, chat about the spec of your PC. There's an entertainment section there to post music videos and stuff. We've got a random section which does get really random. There's a non-gaming pics section there. I actually posted a picture of myself about 5 years old today. It is a brilliant community in there, so do please check out the Discord server. We've got everything from 13-year-olds to people approaching, well, 70, I think, in there, and all communicating with each other. So it is an awesome place. So do please check it out. The link is there in chat. I do mention it in all the videos, and it's brilliant. We're over 300 people in Discord, but it'd be nice to get a few more interacting. So if you're watching this and you are in Discord and you haven't interacted, leap in. The guys that are chatting there regularly, they were all new once. When I started the Discord server, the only people I knew were, I think, who was there from the beginning? I think it was Gazariah, Tux, and that was it, because we came over from someone else's server, I think. So everybody else that's joined has been new. So don't be afraid of chatting in Discord. Just jump in. Right, Maryland, here we are. Have a quick swig of my drink. I'm running out of orange. Nope, I've run out of orange. And then he's got 23 screenshots to post. Yeah, my phone goes berserk. And my watch does. If I've got my Apple Watch on, I just get vibration after vibration as you're posting screenshots. Minus 18,314. Right, Stratford platform 5 is next. So the Olympic Village, see around Stratford. You might even make minus 200,000. You never know. Well, I'm not going to lose another 80,000, am I? So we were due at Stratford at 11:18. Our ETA is nearly 11:32. Did it run the Eurostar into Stratford? When it's Stratford International. So I'm sure on that brilliant series the BBC did earlier in the year, Race Across the World, one of the couples went to Stratford to get on the train, and there wasn't one going towards France, so it was quite amusing. It took them 24 hours to get out of England. I must go back and watch that again. Right, Stratford, here we are. Doors didn't appear to open, but okay. Do you want a Flying Scotsman train for your run to Edinburgh next week? A Trying Simsman train for your run to Edinburgh next week. I don't know what train I'm going to use. It'd be something. It'd be awesome to have a skin done for it, but I will need to speak to Larwood over this weekend and see what train it needs to be. It needs to be diesel. It needs to be something I've got, obviously. Yeah, I've never been to Westfield. If I was going to London for the day, the last place I would go is shopping. You can reskin the Azuma. What's the one I've got? I've got...
Oh, yeah.
Neo Talot? Thank you very much for the follow. There's the Voyager I've got, which sounds phenomenal. I could just sit and listen to that thing rev. I'd love to use the Voyager. If it means I've got to buy a train for that journey, that's going to be awesome. I'm thinking at the moment... a Pacer. Can you imagine taking a Pacer from London to Edinburgh? Jesus. You have the 222. I think I've only got the 220. Just Trains one, I think I've got. Take like 8 hours in the Pacer. Well, that'd be pretty slow, wouldn't it? I hope there's a reasonable length between stops on that journey. I don't want to be stopping like every 60 miles, but it'd be nice not to stop every like mile. Pace on that trip, you end up in the loony bin by the end of it. I know. Right, so Liverpool Street is our final stop. That's where we're heading for now. Once we arrive there, I will be ending the stream because I've been sat here pretty much for the last 3.5 hours. And I literally came in the door from work, got changed, sat down. So I need to go and relax for a bit. But we're back tomorrow night, as I said, with Trucking and Tunes. Saturday night in American Truck Sim. I'll post details on the Discord server tomorrow morning for the truck we're going to be using. Which is going to be the W900 because it always is. But I might just do a easy bring what you like, and we'll just pick a starting place, I think. Right, so I'm expecting some delays now as we come into London. So we've got 60 coming up, not that we're doing that. A typical dreary, rainy day. Right, and then we got a 40. So yes, we'll post details in the week as to class 175 or 180 could be nice. Yeah. As to when the plan is. At the moment, I am thinking Friday. I've got Friday off work. And I should be back home mid-afternoon. So I can do some prepping for it. And then I reckon start about 6 o'clock. And that should be good. Right, so slowing down, 1.2 miles to go to Liverpool Street. We've got a 40 limit coming up here. And then down to a 30. And then down to a 15. A little bit juddery then. We'll see what happens as we get closer. Right, double yellows. So what's this here? It must be an old station here, I should imagine. Might sound stupid, but how do you know when to start braking? It's trial and error. I'm quite bad at braking early. So it's a case of getting used to each train and how long it's going to take to slow down. But down here at the bottom, it does tell you the speed limit that's coming up to 15 down here. So you know you've got a reduced speed limit. You can see by how quick you're approaching that as to how close it's going to be. So you know you've got to slow down before that point. Sometimes it's been really close. But it's train by train. You just get to learn. Some of them brake quite well. Some of them brake really badly. And this sort of setup is my ideal single control. So it's one control for acceleration and brake. The AI is set so trains are in the right place at the right times. The AI was here about 13 minutes ago. Yeah, that's true actually. That was a red light. I'm saying nothing. I saw the single yellow and was like, oh, that's going to be fine. Oh no. After all that, an hour and 15 minutes. And then I pass the yellow. Pass the red. Oh God. No, it wasn't your fault. It's fine. I was just distracted anyway. I was watching the chat. I did see the single yellow, just didn't see the red until it was like, that was a red. Oh damn, too late. I was going quite slow. No, it's fine, Michael, honestly. It's quite amusing. I wasn't going to get any points for it anyway, and we're about a minute away from finishing, so it's fine. So there we go. If you're friends with me on Steam and you've got this route, can you do any better than that? Can you better minus whatever it was, 160,000 points? Oh, that's quite amusing. So there we go. All right, on that bombshell, hang on, no, I'm going to end that there. Eddie, yes, thanks for offering to do a skin. You got mid 900. Oh, nice. I'll have a think tomorrow when I get back, or when I'm out, actually, because I'm going out for a walk. Yeah, see what train we can use. I'll get some suggestions off of Larwood, because he knows what trains I've got. And then we'll try and work out and see if we can get a skin done by next week, because that would be pretty awesome. It'd be quite cool as well to try and get some other people to do the journey at the same time and see how on track we are with each other. That would be quite amusing. So there we go. Thanks everybody tonight for the comments, the follows, the subscriptions. And for chatting. I do enjoy Trainsim. I did take it off of YouTube because it wasn't getting many views at all on YouTube, but I do really enjoy it. So I will keep continuing to do it, even if I do just end up sticking it on the streams and stuff channel. One of the many lists of things that I need to do. So there we go. I will be back tomorrow night, as I said, American Truck Sim, 6:30 p.m. If you want something to do on a Saturday night, then do please come join us. It's great fun. We welcome all newbies. I'll post details in Discord in the morning as to where we're starting and at what time, and is all you need to join us is Truckers MP, which is quite easy to set up. If you're watching this on YouTube, yeah, do please hit that subscribe button. Trainsim will make a more regular comeback soon, but at the moment once a fortnight, and regular content carrying on and ramping up over the coming months. I'll end that there. Thanks everybody. I'll catch you tomorrow.